Do-a-diddy-diddy-dum-diddy-do.
It looks good.
Tastes good. Must be good. Shash whiskey. Coming in hot as a full 1/3 of the Michter's Legacy Distillery's Shenk's Homestead Whiskey 2025 on this episode of Savor the Burn.
Let's get into it.
Good times. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Savor the Burn podcast. My name is Jonathan. Across the barrels from me is Mr. W. How do you do, sir?
I'm good.
I snorted. That's funny. Sorry to the folks upstairs in the Savor the Burn studios. Thank you for watching this episode of the Savor the Burn.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you, sir?
I'm doing all right.
You doing all right? I'm doing
all right.
Yeah.
I'm just excited to be here.
Yeah.
I'm
yes,
totally
girl,
excited to be here.
Same. Yeah.
You know, and to be alive.
At this point in time,
we have bacterial soap.
We do.
Antibacterial
soap, modern healthcare,
all the things.
Red light therapy if need be, whatever. I don't know, antidepressants that I should be on.
We have bottles like this that we come in contact with.
A legacy series that pays homage to things that have not been around for hundreds of years.
Yep.
So if that sounds good to you, it sounds good to us. Welcome to the Savor the Burn podcast. If you're watching on YouTube, click subscribe and click that bell notification. Stay up to date on all things Savor the Burn. If you're on your podcast app of choice, thank you one more again for following along. And to stay up to date on all things Savor the Burn, just to reiterate all that stuff, go to savortheburn.com. Click that drop-down menu. Find this bottle and many others in the liquor cabinet.
Yeah.
Check out featured distilleries. This will be under the Michter's tab. Check out the Patreon. We have multiple tiers available. Yep. We have a free tier if you just want to follow along for free.
Just follow along.
The paid Patreons have a special place in our little dark hearts, and they get specific special content. Where am I going with this? I have no idea. Anyway, so
I know where you're going with that. You're going to this bottle right here.
All roads lead to Michter's, whether it's Chivly.
I mean, come on.
Whether it's
at
Chivly, or if it's in France when they're picking out their fancy PFG, barrels, woods.
Or if you're just living in Pennsylvania as a Swedish Mennonite
farmer, and you'd think, I need to have
Mr. John Shanks, thank you.
Yes, thank you so much for existing or continuing to exist. Yeah. Times were hard back then. Like we already talked about, the modern healthcare. I mean, what did they have back then? Here, take a shot. We're going to hammer out your tooth with a, ice pick. Whew, that was dental care back then? No. Oh, hell no.
So it has been a minute since we got into the 2024.
It really has.
Shenk's Homestead Sour Mash release.
Mm-hmm. And I don't remember the specifics of our numbers that we gave it.
I don't either.
I could always go on savortheburn.com, check out the liquor cabinet.
I have gone back to that bottle numerous times and have loved it every single time. It's so fantastic.
Absolutely.
If you love a great sour mash, this bottle is 3 notches above that.
There are a lot of sour mashes out there. Well, I think one of the most popular is that red wax dipped Maker's Mark. Sour mash all day, every day. Yep. But this...
Well, Michter's Core 4 offering, they have a sour mash offering. That's fantastic. And in fact, early on in the podcast, we did the Core Bourbon and we did the Core Sour Mash roughly at the same time. And then we decided which one do we want to do for our cocktail for the week. Yeah. And we chose the Sour Mash. Yeah. And it made an amazing old fashioned.
I think, I think this Mark makes a decent cocktail for sure.
This is the homage and the nod to part of their legacy series, paying tribute to their heritage. Michter's came from Baumigers, which came from Shenk's. John Shenk's, the Swedish Mennonite farmer that we mentioned earlier, founded this distillery. And this sour mash is a nod to his original recipe.
And if you want more information on that, please go dig around. You can just do a little Google search for Savor the Burn Shanks, and it's there. Thank you to the Google bots and the AI generation, generator machine or whatever. It'll come up with all the necessary information to bring you to the 2024 review and once again to this 2024.
I tell you what, you give us a bottle pop, and then I got some things I will read, and then you got a letter that we should get into also.
Yes, sir. Here we go. It's everything that I wanted it to be.
Come on.
Natural cork, black topper. Classic, wine bottle / with a deep punt. Whiskey bottle shape.
So from Michter's, this is part of their legacy series, which is a annual release. They release it every year, roughly the middle of the summer. This is a classification category, American whiskey.
Oh, okay.
Region Kentucky, distilled by Michter's. There is no age statement. The style is a sour mash. Sour mash is a American whiskey.
I really did think it was a bourbon, but it's definitely not a bourbon. It's definitely not a bourbon. It's an American whiskey.
Comes in at 91.2 proof. And Shenk's Homestead Sour Mash Whiskey honors the legacy of history American whiskey figure John Shenk, who in 1753 founded a distillery that was to become known as Michter's in the 20th century. It is made in Kentucky according to the traditional sour mash process, whereby a portion of the previously distilled whiskey mash, referred to as setback, is added into the next batch. This full-bodied small batch whiskey is 91.2 proof. Similar to previous releases, this 2025 Shenk's Homestead Sour Mash Whiskey is an expression made with a good amount of rye. To accentuate the rye characters, some of the fully matured whiskey was finished in toasted only French oak barrels that were not charred. This wood was sourced from the Vosges region of France before being naturally air dried and seasoned for 24 months and being toasted to our exacting specifications. With this year's release, using the toasted French oak, a bolder, lingering spice emerges, balanced by some dried fruit and toasty burnt sugar and toffee qualities.
This thing is down.
Oh my goodness.
This thing is downright amazing.
So just reading that and knowing that was some of what went into this versus last year's, and knowing how amazing last year's was. Okay, so you've been into this nose.
Yeah, just a touch.
I go.
I mean, this is
okay.
I mean, just going by the nose, like you get a little hyped, you get a little intoxicated, just on the ambiance of the nose. I mean, that is.
I'm getting some of that orange,
beautiful
orange zest and orange marmalade
right off the top. It's citrus forward on the nose.
Yep. I'm getting a little bit of apricot, maybe.
So a little stone fruit action.
Honey, maybe some
honey,
maybe some molasses. I might even say a little bit of apple. Definitely some oak.
Maybe
a little bit of sourdough, actually.
You're picking up sourdough?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. I'll write it down. I'm not picking up on sourdough, but I will write it down. Because, I mean, if we said it once, we said it, at least, 200 times now. Your nose is not my nose.
Right.
You're going to pick up things that I don't. And I'm going to pick up things that you don't.
Is there a butterscotch or a toffee?
I want to say that there's going to be butterscotch just because Michter's had something to do with it.
I don't pick
up on butterscotch.
I'm not getting caramel, but I think there might be a butterscotch into
It's a sticky
burnt
sweet. It's a
toffee. I just want to get this on the palate.
You said butterscotch. I'll write down butterscotch and I'll write down toffee. Just because neither one of us can tell which one it is.
And then can we please get it on the palate?
Well, if you
What do you think?
insist. Yeah, I say let's
Shall we get it on the palate?
let's do it.
Michter's
Everybody involved.
and John Shenk's. Honey for days on the palate.
It's proof appropriate. 91.2 proof. I mean,
seriously.
it's got a great mouthfeel.
You are the honey expert, but I felt like I was drinking honey,
like mead, like a strong mead.
There's so much honey on that palate. Some of the toffee carries through. The char of the oak comes through on the palate.
Yeah, the orange marmalade, I think.
Brown or burnt sugar?
This is sweet. This is sweet like a...
But I'm still back to the just straight honey.
I mean, that's that caramelized...
Barrel-aged honey.
That caramelized sugar that you get off or like a, the pineapple upside down cake. Mm-hmm. That caramelized brown sugar that you get on the top of that.
Uh-huh.
That's where I'm at. So I'm just going to say caramelized brown sugar.
Or if you get one of those, I think it's Detroit style pizzas that are in the square pan, so it gets the crispy caramelized edge. The cheese and the dough kind of caramelizes in a squared off crust.
I'm actually salivating. That sounds so good. I love Chicago style pizza, but Detroit style pizza it's different and it's delicious.
This
finish is sweet.
It's sweet,
lingering sweet.
It lingers. Even
there's a touch of oak that citrus carries through.
There's no proof burn anywhere on there, but then as the finish kind of crescendos, the Kentucky Hug comes in and goes.
I remember really, really, really liking the Shenk's Homestead of 2024.
This is great. I might ask you to grab your phone and look to see what we gave 2024 because I'm really curious.
Yeah.
Because this has to be better.
Maybe you guys can follow along here. Go to savortheburn.com. We'll click on that here. We'll go up here to the top, click that drop-down menu, or just follow it on that menu bar up at the top. Liquor cabinet. We're going to go down to featured distilleries. First one on the list is Michter's. Well, because, maybe they don't know. Michter's made this. We go down to Michter's. We click on that. We scroll down, and we find Shenk's Homestead 2024. We'll click on that.
That wasn't far off the top.
Yeah, and you see right there the YouTube link. It was episode 100, part 1. And then scroll down here, color dark amber, creme brulee, and spice. We find our ratings. What was it that you wanted me to look up here on?
I just want to see what our ratings were.
Our ratings? Okay, so on the.
I mean, you don't have to say anything just yet, but I'm just kind of curious.
They were good. They were good ratings. How we rated it? The JH was I fangirled harder than you did. Typically, actually, you know what? You've got 2 475s on here, and a couple 450s. I got 3 450s and a 5. This one here, I don't think it knocks it hard out of the park versus the other one, because we've said this before. Yeah. It's unfair to compare. That said, this one here is, just judging it by itself, it's absolutely incredible. How they picked 91.2 proof, that's a really specific proof. Like, I'm not adding any water to this. It doesn't, well, I don't know. Does it need it? Finish.
That's a really good.
So as far as tasting notes go for finish, all I have is lingering sweet, oak, citrus, Kentucky Hug.
I'm going to go ahead and put a couple drops in here. Just
where are you at as far as?
Just fuck around and find out.
All right. I'm going to put one less drop that you put in.
1, 2.
All right. I'm just going to add 1 drop. And if you don't think that one drop will absolutely change the character of your whiskey,
It'll change every whiskey.
I mean, you've got what?
Good or bad, it will change.
Holder still there. I mean, you might have, 3/4 of an ounce, maybe somewhere between half and 3/4. I got somewhere, I think I have like right at half an ounce.
The crazy thing is,
that's why I'm going one drop of water.
The crazy thing is, a drop or two of water will change nose, palate, and finish. It changes everything.
The entire experience, nose to toes. The character completely changes.
Man, that's crazy good.
Even after your two drops?
I mean, it's typically, we've had a couple that we've added the drops in and we've been like, yeah, no.
Right.
Not for me. But typically, adding a drop or two of water will round off any harsh edges and amplify
specific notes in the profile.
A handful of things from the profile. Mm-hmm. This rounds off any proof that's there. There's not a lot of proof there.
There's not.
At all.
There's not.
If any.
91.2 proof.
Yeah. But it rounds it off just a little bit, and vanilla, as typical,
vanilla right there,
just jumps straight on up.
Yeah, it rockets through the nose. Did you say vanilla on the nose originally?
Yeah. Oh yeah, all the way through. Vanilla, nose, palate, finish.
Yeah, vanilla, honey, that marmalade sweet.
There's so much
citrus.
There is so much honey on this. That's the surprising element for me.
Actually, I can't write it down, but I added one drop, and that's where the apricot showed up on the finish.
All right. I don't remember that much honey on the 2024. So for me, that's the surprise in the 2025 release is the amount of honey I'm getting as a sweetness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of honey, we got a letter from Michter's up here, the letterhead. Michter's.
A love letter from Joe.
Michter's Distillery to release 2025 Legacy Series. Shenk's Homestead here. Our Michter's production team puts a great deal of thought and a lot of effort into making our Legacy Series releases special, commented Michter's president, Joseph Magliocco. I don't know who quoted that because this letter is from Joe. Anyway, let's see here. Louisville, Kentucky. Michter's Distillery will be releasing Shenk's Homestead Kentucky Sour Mash Whiskey. I have to keep reminding myself this is a sour mash whiskey. This is
it's not a bourbon.
Without a doubt, 100%
not a rye.
The best sour mash whiskey I have ever had. Better than the 2024.
You will not find a better sour mash than the Shenk's Homestead release. If you have a better sour mash, leave us a comment.
Send us an email.
Send us an email. W2 at Savor the Burn, Jonathan at Savor the Burn, or info at Savor the Burn.
Absolutely.
I would love the challenge of finding a better sour mash. To me,
it doesn't get better than this.
Hands down.
Please finish.
No, just
what you were saying.
Just hands down, unquestionable. This is my favorite series of sour mash.
To me, this is the sour mash.
Yep.
The best sour mash I have ever had. Period. Louisville, Kentucky, 100%. Michter's Distillery will be releasing Shenk's Homestead Kentucky Sour Mash Whiskey. Vintage dated with the year of bottling. This distinctive whiskey comprises 1/3 of the Michter's Legacy series. So we already talked about that. Mm-hmm. The other two are the Bomberger's Declaration and the PFG, Precision Fine Grain. Those are the three in the Legacy series. Mm-hmm. Precision Fine Grain was added this year in 2025.
Yeah.
Let's see here. In 1753, which is, if you're a fan of Anne Rice and the Vampire Chronicles, is right before Lestat was born. In 1753, Swiss Mennonite farmer John Shenk founded Shenk's Distillery. in Pennsylvania. Later sold to Baumburgers, then later sold to Michter's, and then later resurrected by Joe Magliocco and the Michter's team. It's quoted here, Master Distiller Dan McKee says, "I really enjoyed the bold and lingering baking spice notes of the 2025 Shenk's release. Some of it was finished in French oak, toasted but not charred, crafted barrels from the wood grown in the VOSGES forest. It sounds French, so that's why I'm saying Visage.
Oh, hey.
Forest. And this helped to accentuate the character of the rye in this whiskey." End quote. So I think the rye in this was great. As in the case of Shenk's, wood science and maturation are key to the character. Shenk's is 91.2 proof. We've already talked about that. And a suggested retail price of $110.
Okay.
So, if you have found it and you remember how much you paid for it, let us know. I would like to know if you got it near MSRP or if Second Market, had its thing, or God help you, Third Market, really took its bite out of you. Because I still think that we're still involved with whiskey summer. There's still so much excitement and all the things involved with whiskey and whiskey enthusiasm. And in fact, it's not just the blends and the barrel aging that has really kind of taken over the whole, whiskey enthusiasm focus. But in addition to that, which we don't have, and I don't think we've even reviewed, is a cigar finished or whatever it is. What is it? Cigar series? What do they call that? I'm putting you on the spot here, but I've seen in the
cigar
whiskey groups, cigar blend, right? Yep. So I guess if you're gonna enjoy your whiskey and a cigar, a stogie, these whiskeys are specifically blended and designed to enhance your cigar and whiskey experience.
Yep. So we have not reviewed anything that has been a cigar blend.
Right. I'm not smoking a cigar in your house.
However, I have had a couple cigar blends.
You have? Okay.
Yeah. So the last time I was up at the Whiskey Snug, this month's selection of your free pours as a member, there was a Art of the Spirits that was a cigar blend.
Yeah.
It was fantastic. And so
we had a decent pour from Art of the Spirits.
So I haven't procured anything yet, but I have been eyeballing. I've seen them out there for a while now. I've been intrigued, but I had that pour and I was just like, oh, damn, that is amazing. So my feelers are up. I am curious, and I am on the hunt for cigar blends. Penelope has a cigar blend that has recently come out. I want that one. There's a couple other ones that have popped up. So.
Maybe here in 2025, we try to make a concerted effort to grab some of those cigar blends, because it's hot now. July, August, September, October, November, December, January, all the winter months are coming.
Yep.
We do have a fire pit. You guys have seen it.
Spoiler alert. Over there in the cabinet, I've got a flight of tasters from my sister, which includes a short barrel cigar blend.
Short barrel. Okay, so I've heard the name short barrel.
We've done the short barrel honey.
The honey.
The honey finished one from them. Bruzel has done a ton of stuff with them.
Well.
Fantastic distillery.
Sorry, goodness.
So.
What hasn't Bruzel done?
In anticipation of getting into that short barrel cigar blend, since I was up at the Snug and I had the tasting, I've been kicking myself for not getting the bottle when I was there. I think I still have some. I'm gonna try to make it back up there because I want that bottle was so fantastic. I would like to do an entire evening of cigar blends, whether we toke up or not.
Mm-hmm. We do have a lot of cigars, so whatever. So back to the letter here, just to kind of finish things off here. In October 2024, Michter's became the first whiskey to be named 2 consecutive years the world's most admired whiskey by a vote of an International Academy of Voters, announced by United Kingdom based Drinks International. If you know what they do, then you absolutely know. Michter's has a rich and long legacy of offering traditional American whiskeys of uncompromising quality. I 100% agree with that.
Yeah.
Like, if you refuse to bottle it until it's ready, that is uncompromising.
Yep.
Like, you're focused on quality first and foremost, and that is probably the number one thing I love the most about Michter's.
Yep.
Their products. With each of its limited production offerings aged to its peak maturity, Michter's highly acclaimed portfolio includes bourbon, rye, and sour mash whiskey, and American whiskey. I don't know why I threw in and sour mash, but it's whatever. Anyway, so for more information about Michter's, please visit Michters.com. Follow them on Instagram and Facebook and X.
All the things. Do that.
Do it.
And while you're at it, subscribe. Hit the bell notification.
Yep, right here on YouTube on Savor the Burn. We'll send you right to them. Definitely check out what Michter's has to offer. So let's get into the ratings. We've talked about our rating system plenty of times. If you need to know about it, find another episode. We're going to get right into our ratings here on this episode. Nose had the zest of orange, some apricot, some honey, some molasses, some vanilla, some orange marmalade, some apple, some butterscotch, some oak, some toffee, some sourdough, lions and tigers and pears. Oh my, it had everything. It had everything. And everything was well represented. It was all there. So on the nose, easy peasy for me. 5. All day, every day. 5. How about you, sir? 5? You give it a 5 as well.
Yes, sir.
On the palate, those things, those flavors from the nose that we picked up, from the nose, those notes from the nose that we picked up, condensed down. There were fewer things on the palate that we picked up, but holy smokes, were they delicious.
They were
honey, toffee, the oak char was actually very tasty.
Seriously.
The caramelized brown sugar that you get off of a pineapple upside down cake.
The honey. That just poured onto the palate.
Yep,
was so amazing.
And the vanilla, well, it was a sweet, like it was a cross between a sweet vanilla and a vanilla bean. It's like somehow they came together and made a beautiful love baby, and ended up in this bottle. So on this palate, I couldn't be any more happy. So I gave it a 5. How about you?
Oh man, you're copying off me. I met you at 5.
All right. Most excellent finish. Those tastes evolved and left us with a lingering sweet. The oak and the citrus came through. I think the orange marmalade that was on the nose evolved into a very light tasting, sugary, sweet kind of orange citrusy flavor that kind of stuck around there on the finish. There was a Kentucky hug, which we love and we expect. The honey note was there; it was ever present.
Would it be a Pennsylvania hug?
I don't know.
Made in Kentucky,
a Homestead hug, a Swedish Mennonite farmer hug. I don't know. I don't know what that would be like. Did they hug back then? I don't know.
This was made in Kentucky, so it is a Kentucky hug.
It's a whole ass thing. And vanilla helped kind of round out the entire finish on that taste. And once again, I could not be more pleased with what this had to offer. So that's another 5 from me.
I also was super happy and could not be more pleased. I came down just a hair to a 4 3/4.
4 3/4. Okay.
Yep. Right there.
I'm not kicking you off the podcast, but we're going to move on to bottle presentation. So we talked about bottle presentation. We talked about the label, the front, the back, the neck, strip, the natural cork, the black topper.
Yeah.
I was wowed by it because I thought, wow, that's a really cool looking bottle.
It's a great
and then when you
looking
dig
bottle.
into it and you really start to like read the numbers and you study the designs on the front and on the back.
It's all purposeful.
Everything is designed with a purpose in mind. So I ended up giving it a 4 1/4. I was very happy with this. How about you?
I landed at 4.5.
4.5? Mm-hmm. Okay. It doesn't surprise me that you would end up with a higher rating on the bottle presentation. Being a designer and an artist in this, scape.
I just love the attention to the historical detail, and I mean this screams Legacy Series. It screams heritage. It screams old school.
I mean, they want to pay homage to this stuff. Everything that they do screams the key points that you would consider anything, homage related. Homage, however you want to pronounce it. I don't care. So final score, all those numbers added up, possible 20 divided by 2. My score ended up being 9.625. 9 and 5/8.
Nice.
How about you, sir?
Guess what?
Where you at?
We got there different ways.
Really?
Different math, but guess what? 9.625. 9 and 5/8.
All right.
Same score.
Guys, if you can find this bottle, I 100% suggest you find it. If you can get 10 of them, send
They're
3
hot
of them.
and they're available.
Yeah, send 3 of them to us. Send us an email, info, W2 or Jonathan.
And I'll give you an address.
Yeah, we'll give you an address, a mailing address. We want you to be a part of this Savor the Burn experience. But anyway, if you have 10 of these bottles, I seriously doubt that you're going to use them in a cocktail of any kind whatsoever. This is so beautiful. Clocking in at 91.2 proof. Neat. Come on. It's incredible. This could be a daily pour, but it's an allocated release. It's an annual release. Not everybody can get this stuff, and we are honored to get this bottle. So I get it goes without saying this bottle was absolutely incredible. Even though we've already said it, right? Does that make sense? I don't know, whatever. Yeah. But I'm always interested in your final thoughts if you have any. Do you have any final thoughts on this bottle of the Shenk's 2025 release?
This is an amazing bottle, and I am looking forward to getting into this time and time again as a neat pour.
Neat pour.
We
had the neck pour.
I don't want to.
There's going to be a bottle pour. There's going to be a.
I don't want to use this as a cocktail. So I'm looking forward to this time after time as a neat pour. Have you back over for another pour or 3?
I am not going to argue. This was absolutely incredible. I'd like it as much as I would pump the brakes and refuse to use this in a cocktail. I think it would 100% coincide with one of Miss Katie's tasty treats. If there was something like very lemon forward or something like that. I mean, I think it would pair well with that.
And also one of our good friends we've made because of the podcast, because of the Whiskey Guild, our good buddy Randy.
Oh, Randy States.
Yeah.
Yes.
He has some amazing whiskeys that we've been trying to coordinate a time to meet up and things.
Yeah. It can be really difficult to coordinate that stuff.
I don't know if he has gotten into any of the extended Michter's line or not, but I would love to share this one with him and see what he thinks. Because I'm blown away by this. I think this is awesome. Well,
you can't get hung up on the what ifs, right? If you do that, you'll never.
I'm not going to take a T-shirt.
Never going to do anything,
but
right? I mean,
wow.
If you let,
is that a possibility? I mean, I guess it is.
Anything's possible.
Randy, leave a comment.
Yeah,
tell us what you think.
Definitely. If
have you had it,
let us know. So, without further ado, no matter who you are, where you are, what you're drinking, and who you're drinking it with, never forget.
Keep on burning.